our physics day, and we are gonna complete the syllabus today. So we have already finished the chapter 2, so now chapter 3. Motion in a straight line. Motion is change in position of an object with time. It doesn't deal with exams, so I'm leaving it to read you. One-dimensional motion. Motion along a straight line is called one-dimensional motion or rectilinear motion. Only one coordinate is required to describe this motion. In 1D motion, there are only two directions, backward and forward, upward and downward, in which an object can move. Example, a car moving a straight road, freely falling body. 2D motion, two-dimensional motion, two coordinates are required. A boat moving on a still lake, a car moving on a plain ground. 3D motion, motion in a space. Three coordinates are required. Movement of gas molecule and a flying bird. Path length. I think path length is distance. So the length of path covered by an object is called path length or distance. It's the total distance traveled by the object. Path length is a scalar quantity, a quantity that has a magnitude only and no direction. For example, the path length of car moving from O to P and then P to Q is 360 plus 120. It is equal to 480 meters. It's not required. You can have your own example. Displacement is the change of position in a definite direction. It's a vector quantity, have both magnitude and direction, can be positive, negative, or zero. 1D motion direction, two directions can be represented using positive and negative signs. The magnitude of displacement may or may not be equal to path length or displacement traversed by an object. If the motion of an object is along a straight line and in the same direction, the magnitude of displacement is equal to the total path length. Uniform motion. If an object moving along the straight line covers equal distances in equal intervals of time, it is said to be uniform motion along a straight line. Average velocity ratio of total displacement to the total time. Average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time interval. x2 minus x1 t2 by 1 delta del x by del t. SI unit of velocity is meter per second. Average velocity is a vector quantity, can be positive, negative, or zero. Slope of displacement time graph gives the average velocity. Slope of displacement time graph gives the average velocity. So, what about area? Area देता होगा velocity से. Average speed. Ratio of total path length traveled to the total time interval. Average speed is equal to total path length by total time interval. SI unit is same as meter per second. Instantaneous velocity. Velocity of an object at an instant. Instantaneous speed or simple speed is the magnitude of velocity. Average acceleration ratio of change in velocity to time interval, del v by del t. Instantaneous acceleration at an instant. It's the average acceleration as the time interval tends to 0, dv by dt. Position time graph. Slope of position time graph give average velocity. slope of the tangent at a point in xt graph gives the velocity at that point. I'm just doing it for exam purpose, mainly of mine. Velocity time graph. Acceleration at an instant is the slope to the tangent of the vt curve at that instant. Area under vt graph gives the displacement. Area under vt graph gives the displacement. How? Just do acceleration without. Acceleration time graph. Area under acceleration time graph gives velocity. Acceleration is equal to change in velocity by time taken. Displacement time relation. Hey, I think it is needed. Yes. Velocity time relation, which is v is equal to u plus at, right? ये वेलोसिटी टाइम रिलेशन है. स्टार्टिंग वेलोसिटी से हो रही है एंड टाइम से हो रहा है. मेरी ट्रिक. डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम रिलेशन. एरिया अंडर vt graph give displacement. हाफ at स्क्वायर प्लस तो x या फिर s होता है यहाँ पे एज डिस्प्लेसमेंट एंड में टाइम. तो डिस्प्लेसमेंट टाइम रिलेशन बहुत इजी है. x is equal to initial displacement और v लेते हैं तो वेलोसिटी नहीं एक्सेलरेशन की जगह g आ जाता है. हाँ, वेलोसिटी डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिएक्शन ये होगा अपना v is equal to u plus 2as, right? थोड़ा सीधी करो. डिस्प्लेसमेंट इज इक्वल टू एवरेज वेलोसिटी इनटू टाइम. s होना चाहिए. तो velocity displacement v is equal to u plus 2as. रिलेशन का नाम था वेलोसिटी डिस्प्लेसमेंट रिलेशन. Motion of an object under free fall. Body falling under the influence of acceleration due to gravity alone is called free fall. Air resistance neglected. If the height through which the object falls is small compared to the Earth's radius, g can be taken to be constant equal to 9.8 meter square per meter by second square. 9.8 meter by second square. Free fall is an example of motion with uniform acceleration. Since the acceleration due to gravity is always downward, it's in the negative direction. Minus g. हाँ, तो -9.8 मीटर पर सेकंड स्क्वायर जी ऐड करना है, फिर साइन चेंज हो जाएगा माइनस से। Stopping distance of vehicles. When brakes are applied to a moving vehicle, distance is traversed before stopping is called stopping distance. Relative velocity. It is the velocity measured whenever there is a relative motion between objects. Velocity of object B is relative to object A is VBA is equal to VB minus VA. Similarly, velocity of object A relative to object B is VAB, which is equal to VA minus VB. Thus, VBA is equal to minus VAB. VB is equal to VA. Relative velocity is 0. If VA is greater than VB, then VB minus VA is negative. Thus, object A overtakes object B at this time. Equal velocities.
Mom, one medium pizza में 6 pieces क्यों?
Okay, bye bye. It's over.
And a family that eats together stays together. Like a 6
Over.